Céad Míle Fáilte. Welcome to the Treasured Tales of Ireland, a place where you can come and listen to the many legends, myths, folk tales, and fairy tales of the Emerald Isle as a way to keep the stories of old alive. My name is Mylinda Butterworth, and I will be your teller of tales. I hope you will join me each week for new tales. And if you like my work, then comment, subscribe, and like so you don't miss an episode. And check out all our other playlists for more tales. Before we start, I should let you know that if you're using the closed caption feature of this video, many Irish names don't sound the way they look, and we have made every attempt to say them properly. Now, let's get started. Today, we continue with the story of the coming of Lugh, Part 4, The Hidden House of Lugh, Episode 6. And Lugh went out of Ireland, and some say he died at Uisnech, the place where the 5 provinces meet, and the first place there was ever a fire kindled in Ireland. It was by Mida, son of Bra. It was kindled for the sons of Nevad, and it was burning through 6 years. And it was from that fire every chief fire was kindled in Ireland. But Lugh, he was seen again in Ireland at the time of Cuchulain and the men of Red Branch, who went following white birds southward to the Bowen at the time of Cuchulain's birth. And it was he that came and kept watch over Cuchulain in his 3 days' sleep at the time of the war of the Bull of Cuailgne. And after that again, he was seen by Conn of the 100 battles, and this is the way that it happened. Conn was in Tiawer one time, and he went up in the early morning to the Raw of the Kings at the rising of the sun, and his 3 Druids were with him, Moyle, Lugh, and Buish, and his 3 poets, Eton, Carrie, and Casham. And the reason he had for going up there with them every day was to look about on every side. The way in any way of the Sidhe would come into Ireland, they would not come unknown to him. And on this day, he chanced to stand upon a stone that was in the Raw, and the stone screamed under his feet that it was heard all over Tiawer, and as far as Bragia. Then Conn asked his chief druid how the stone came there, and what it screamed for, and the druid said he would not answer that till the end of 53 days. And at the end of that time, Conn asked him again, and it is what the druid said. The Leafol is the name of the stone. It is out of Phalius. It was brought, and it is in Tiawer. It was set up, and in Tiawer it will stay forever. And as long as there is a king in Tiawer, it is here will be the gathering place for the games. And if there is no king to come to the last day of the gathering, there will be hardness in the year. And when the stone screamed under your feet, he said, the number of the screams it gave was a foretelling of the number of kings of your race that would come after you. But it is not I myself will name them for you, he said. And while they were in the same place, there came a great mist about them, and a darkness, so that they could not know what way they were going. And they heard the noise of a rider coming towards them. It would be a great grief to us, said Conn, to be brought away in a strange country. Then the rider threw 3 spears at them, and every one came faster than the other. It is wounding of a king indeed, said the Druids, anyone to cast at Conn of Tiawer. The rider stopped casting his spears on that, and he came to them and bade Conn welcome, and asked him to come to his house. They went on, and then till they came to a beautiful plain, and there they saw a king's Raw, and a golden tree at its door. And inside the Raw, a grand house with a roof of white bronze. So they went into the house, and the rider that had come to meet them was there before them in his royal seat. And there had never been seen a man like him in Tiaur, for comeliness, or for beauty, or for the wonder of his face. And there was a young woman in the house, having a band of gold on her head, and a silver vessel with hoops of gold beside her, and it full of red ale, and a golden bowl on its edge, and a golden cup at its mouth. She said then to the master of the house, "Who am I to serve to?" "Serve it to Conn of the 100 battles," he said, "for he will gain 100 battles before he dies." And after that he bade her to pour out the ale for the art of the 3 shouts, the son of Conn, and after that he went through the names of all the kings of Ireland that would come after Conn, and he told what would be the length of their lifetime. And the young woman left the vessel with Conn, and the cup, and the bowl, and she gave him along with that the rib of an ox and of a hog. 24 feet was the length of that ox rib. And the master of the house told them that the young woman was the kingship of Ireland forever. "And as for myself," he said, "I am Lugh of the Long Hand, son of Ethlin." And here is where I end my tale for today. But I'll be back with more tales, many more tales. Until then, my friends, enjoy the journey. Slán go fóill. Bye for now. If you enjoyed this story, please give us a thumbs up and comment. It truly helps us.